so I heard that you wanted to bring awareness to foster care through your music. So just by being a representation of that, or is there something specific that you're trying to do?
I mean, my whole thing is, I mean, I feel like it's so important for me to shed light on these kids and what they're going through, because I feel like so much they're so neglected, and you know, like a lot of kids are supposed to have, let's say, a law guardian, so to speak, and you know, I think I maybe I never met my law guardian. I maybe spoke to him once. And it's kind of like there's no one there to really represent the kids. Like, it's kind of like the kids are thrown in a loop, and, you know, there's no one there to defend them. They get medicated up, and, you know, it kind of pisses me off. And it's kind of like, you know, that's why, like, I have this record that I just did called Sedation. It hasn't been released yet, but it's about being in a mental hospital, and it's about everyone saying, you know, no one wants you, we're going to medicate you, because that's what the foster care system does. And I don't care what anybody says, like, they medicate these kids up. They go into foster care. Because these kids are medicated up, they now become special needs child.
Wow.
And they get more money from the state.
Wow.
That's the way it works. So my whole objective is to be one of those, you know, kick-ass artists that are like, you know what, I'm going to put myself in a position where I can speak and people are going to listen.
Yeah. I mean, because I didn't know that, you know, all that stuff went on.
Oh, yeah, are you kidding? These kids, you see them have them, they walk around like zombies because they're on so much friggin' medication.
Is it like ridiculous. Depression medicine? Like,
yeah, they put them on depressants, and then, you know, they say that these kids have all these kinds of diagnoses, and a lot of times these kids, they just need a hug. They just need to know that someone cares about them, and that's why they're acting out, because they need attention, you know? And, you know, that's why I just feel like it's so important for me just to be somebody that is not an artist, like, about the fame and the fortune and all that, but just about saying enough where I can, you know, make a kid who's sitting in his foster home or her foster home and just kind of like, you know what, like, okay, I can do something, like, these, you know, like, and, you know, I'm not trying to shut down, you know, every foster care program or facility, but to be honest, I haven't really had a good experience. I've had one good foster family that I keep in touch with to this day, but other than that, it was a complete nightmare.
So now you really are living, like, a life that you hoped for, but maybe, I don't know, I don't want to say you didn't know it was coming, but...
Absolutely. And you know, I read this book called The Secret by Rhonda Byrne, and, you know, it's so true. It's like, visualize it, claim it, and it's yours. And that's all there is to it. You know, at the end of the day, the only person who can deny you is yourself. For sure.
And everybody, I think, who wants to make it big always gets all the haterade or whatever from people growing up. But I think you probably went through a lot more than the average person.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely, you know, experienced that. You know, music has been the one thing in my life that's really saved me and really taken me to a higher place mentally and physically and spiritually, and it's just something that I really feel like is my saving grace. I mean, without music, I don't even know if I would have made it this far. It's just something that was my dream, and I said, I'm going through all this because God has a plan, you know, and that really honestly was what was like, okay, I'm going to do this. Like, this is all trial and tribulation, no testimony without a test. Like,
right.